How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Today I'm bringing you guys the best VPNs for most features. So we've got PIA, we've got NordVPN, and we've got Surfshark, all of which will vary in budgets and features, but we'll go ahead and take a look at all of these. And, it's up to you at the end of the day whether you want to go for one over the other. But if you're interested in learning a little bit more about the privacy policy, speed streaming and torrenting capabilities, as well as security and features, you'll find the full reviews down below, and you'll also find links to pricing discounts if you want to jump straight into those. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with my personal #1 choice, and that'll be NordVPN. I think it is the best, most well-rounded VPN overall, and in terms of features, you get a lot, not as many as private internet access, but I think it's got more useful features in my opinion. Specifically, you've got threat protection, which will act as a mini antivirus and will block ads and malware. You've got MeshNet, which will link remote devices in MeshNet to access them over the encrypted connections of NordVPN, and you'll also be able to share files safely over the encrypted connections of NordVPN. You've got Dark Web Monitor, which will search for leaked data linked to your email address, passwords, contacts, or any other personal details. You've got 5 types of specialty servers, over 5,600 servers in 59 countries. If we go to these settings, you've got the best protocol is NordLynx right here, making NordVPN arguably the fastest VPN in the business. You've got custom DNS for an easy way to change your DNS. You have a kill switch as well as an app kill switch. Now, the kill switch will kill your internet connection if the VPN disconnects unexpectedly, whereas the app kill switch will kill selected applications when you disconnect from the VPN or when it also disconnects unexpectedly. You've got a split tunneling feature, which will allow you to choose which applications are routed through the VPN and which are not. So it's also a very useful feature. And as far as features, that's pretty much it. You'll be able to secure up to 6 devices per subscription. So NordVPN just ends up being a very well-rounded value VPN. Now, as far as the #2 choice for the day, that's going to be Surfshark. And even though Surfshark has the least number of features out of all 3, I think it still has plenty of good features. I mean, you've got a couple of specialty servers right here. If we go to the settings, it's not too complicated. A quick connect feature that you can just customize, an ad blocker, which does the job for the most part, especially if you combine it with your own browser ad blocker, such as uBlock Origin or simply ad blocker. You've got the kill switch, some protocols, including the WireGuard protocol, bypasser with the addition of being able to select specific websites and IP addresses to bypass the VPN. It's the split tunneling feature, by the way. It's just called bypasser here. You have a speed tester, which is a nice feature to have, and a couple of features that'll help you if you're in a censorship heavy country. You've got over 3,200 servers in 100 countries, so the biggest number of countries out of all 3. And you have a couple of specialty servers again, and you'll be able to secure virtually an unlimited number of devices with just a single subscription. Surfshark ends up being the best budget VPN that gets the job done at the cheapest possible cost without sacrificing any of the necessary security features, but also giving you a couple of extra features here and there, such as a couple of specialty servers, an ad blocker, the extra bypasser feature here that you can just right here, the websites, being able to select specific websites and IP addresses instead of just applications, and a nice speed tester feature and a couple of features if you're in a censorship heavy country. So it's a pretty cool and feature-filled VPN that does not compromise on any of these security features that you need, but is also just very easy to use and very consistent in unblocking streaming services. And that is exactly the reason why I chose it over private internet access. And that's because private internet access, while it does work with unblocking streaming services, NordVPN and Surfshark came out on top every time, surpassing private internet access in unblocking all kinds of streaming services. Okay, now moving on to private internet access. Now, with private internet access, they don't disclose the number of servers that they have, but it's estimated that they have around 10,000 servers. So a huge number of servers in 84 countries. I'm not exactly sure why they don't disclose the number of servers, and I've tried asking them, but yeah, they just like to be vague about that. So as you can tell right here with protocols, we're gonna have extensive customization options, especially if you choose OpenVPN. You've got the the data encryption, you can switch between TCP and UDP, but the shadow socks proxy setting requires TCP. I think the proxy setting is on, so we'll go ahead and turn it off. But yeah, we'll get there in a bit. Now, if you're interested in this kind of customization where you can select the remote port, local port, data encryption, and configuration method, this is a pretty cool VPN that will give you all these options. Or if you can just go with WireGuard if you're not interested in OpenVPN. WireGuard is definitely going to be the faster option though, so I would recommend that. If we go to network here, you have private internet access DNS. You can request port forwarding. PIA is the only one that allows for port forwarding. And you have other options here. You can use existing DNS, but again, using non-PIA DNS services could expose your DNS traffic to third parties and compromise your privacy. And you can go with custom options if you're interested. So similar to NordVPN, you do have custom DNS here, but you have a couple extra options that you can go for, and port forwarding if you're interested. Let's go to privacy. And as you can tell, we have the kill switch as well as an advanced kill switch. And the advanced kill switch will prevent any leaks even when the VPN is turned off. So it's just an extra kind of security feature that can be very helpful for privacy. And PIA Mace is pretty much the ad blocker. You have dedicated IP, which you can pay for. And it's the same thing with NordVPN. You can purchase your own dedicated IP. But at least with NordVPN and Surfshark, you get the option to go for free dedicated IPs with static IP in Surfshark and dedicated IP with NordVPN instead of having to pay for a special dedicated IP. Whereas with PIA right here, you don't get any free dedicated IP options. You have to purchase your own if that's something you want. If we go to automation, these are just some automation rules you can set so that you can connect or disconnect to the VPN when you join a particular network. If it's Wi-Fi or mobile data, whatever it is. And here, split tunneling, we have a full split tunneling feature. And you can also add IP addresses and multi-hop, which is going to allow you to route your connections through 2 servers instead of just 1. So this can be very useful. You have shadow socks and SOCKS 5 proxies for security. And by the way, multi-hop is the same as the multi-hop feature in NordVPN. It's just called double VPN. It's called multi-hop in Surfshark. It will route connection through 2 servers instead of just 1 for double security again. And that is pretty much it. As you can tell with PIA, it has the most amount of features, and you don't necessarily have to use any of these. I mean, all the extra customization options may be unnecessary for most of you guys, which is why for most people, I would definitely recommend either Surfshark or NordVPN if you're looking for bonus features that can be very useful and they serve, you know, different functions really. I mean, threat protection, mesh net, and a dark web monitor, they're all very different features. So if that's something you're interested in, you can go with NordVPN. And if you're interested in similar extra options with Surfshark, you can pay a little bit more per month in order to get the alert feature, the antivirus feature, and the search feature right here, which are all not part of the usual package. But for about $1.50 extra, you can get all these features. So that is pretty much it for this video. If you guys are interested in any of these VPNs, you'll find links to pricing and discounts in the description down below, as well as full reviews if you'd like to learn more about them. And of course, they're all covered by a 30-day money-back guarantee. So in case you're not satisfied with any of these VPNs, you can get yourself the refund very easily. Besides that, comment below if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer all of them. Like and subscribe if you'd like to support the channel and stay up to date with everything VPNs and cybersecurity. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.